Do you ever feel like you're struggling to find time for yourself, where no person or notification can interrupt you? Same here. At times, it feels impossible to find a place that fosters silence and calm, a place where you can just be. But there's good news. Spending time in a flotation tank promises just that.
I'm here at Infinity Float in Manhattan's Flatiron District, and I'm about to try flotation therapy for the first time. Through that door is where I'm going to float. And research has found that floating has a variety of benefits. It can help with chronic pain, inflammation, alleviate stress and anxiety. And I've heard that it also can lead to these creative bursts or breakthroughs, which I'm hoping happens to me. I just showered, which they recommend you do before getting into the tank. You want to take a lukewarm shower, not too hot, because the temperature of the floating tank is your body temperature. And if it's too hot here, then you're going to get in and it's going to be freezing. You can be naked going into the flotation tank, which they do recommend, but I am wearing a bathing suit for obvious reasons today. And earplugs. Okay. See you later.
I didn't feel claustrophobic in the chamber. It was large enough for even an NBA player to stand up in. The tub is filled with about 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, which is the reason that you're able to float. Floating felt completely natural, and the headrest they gave me to keep my neck relaxed helped me stay comfortable. Over the course of the 60 minutes I was in there, I experienced moments of stillness and moments where I craved gentle movements. At one point, I was having fun ricocheting off the walls like a swimmer coming off a somersault. Time didn't pass particularly slowly, but I wouldn't say it flew by either. When the soft music turned on to let me know my time was up, I felt ready to exit.
Mentally, and maybe it's just because I have a brain that's all over the place, but I found that my thoughts were going like a mile a minute, but not necessarily in a bad way. I was thinking about some really big questions, which is nice to have the time and space to do that.
The body starts to move on its own.
Norin Malouf, the owner and director of Infinity Float, who has been floating for 25 years, told me that this was totally normal, especially for a first-time floater.
The first one is a new experience. It's odd. There's a lot of questions, a lot of weird things going on. The second one, you're more comfortable. It allows you to go deeper. The third one allows you to really experience its benefits.
When I asked why it was normal that my thoughts were all over the place, aside from it being my first time and my brain being a generally hectic vessel, he explained that it's a reflection of our overly stimulated society.
When you go into the sensory deprivation, it allows you to be yourself. It allows you to get rid of all that extraneous stimulation, the stress, the outer world, and it gives you opportunity to get to know yourself.
I'd be interested in floating again, especially since you need to go a few times to really feel its expansive range of benefits. While you can't fully recreate the float tank experience at home, you can replicate some of the benefits in your own bathroom. If you're looking for a creativity boost, there's a reason people say their best ideas come to them in the shower. The rushing water and reduced distraction creates a state of sensory restriction, which helps realizations bubble up to the surface of your brain. And if a sense of tranquility is what you're after, a bath with the lights dimmed may just do the trick.